From a small group of students to a vibrant, growing community, the Muslim community at UConn has a legacy of resilience and dedication. We start with Dr. Ali Antar, who received his PhD in experimental atomic and molecular physics at UConn. Following his studies, he taught and continued research at UConn before becoming a professor at CCSU and serving as a chair of the physics department at CCSU for over 20 years.
I arrived at UConn campus in Stores in September 1970. When I came as a student, I was not the only student. There were two Muslim students before me on campus.
In the early 70s, the Muslim community was small but growing. Muslims at UConn, mainly graduate students, faced unique challenges like educating the campus about both their culture and faith.
Some professors think of the Egypt as nothing but a desert, and they look at me as, where is my camel? Have you parked the camel somewhere? So it came also 1970. It was close to the aftermath of 1967 Six-Day War, and this is also still had a residue and some effect. So sometimes the people are thinking only that the Arabs are, or the Muslims are kind of aggressors and so forth. So I had to spend a lot of time explaining all of this in the community. We had a lot of things like inviting the community. Test of Ramadan means that you have inviting people for breaking the fast together and show them this. When we started this, I believe it continued for several years. We had some good professors who have been in the Muslim world, like Dr. Howard Reed has been many years in Turkey, and he was in the Middle East. There was also another professor, actually two professors from economics department. They were in Saudi Arabia for some years, and then also there was another professor from anthropology. He was also in Sudan for many years. So those were very helpful in helping us to build this presentation of the Islamic culture.
Despite these challenges, they laid the groundwork for a thriving community. The establishment of Arabic courses was a significant milestone.
We have worked very hard to expose the Islamic culture and Islamic life among the campus community, both faculty, staff, and students. And we felt at some point over the years there is a demand for learning Arabic language. Of course, at that time is the Department of Modern Languages. I remember that the chair his name was Dr. Richard Kincaid, and he kept arguing that we don't have much of students, we need this and so forth, and we challenged them. And it was myself, my wife Fatma Antar, as well as one of the good history professor. He was also specialized in Middle East study in history, Dr. Howard Reed. So the three of us worked very hard, and we were successful. We challenged them, and we started to establish teaching Arabic classes the first semester without any compensation, to show them that there's a need. And it was, thanks God, there was a lot of students, about maybe 25 at that time, and then in another semester or so, that they were convinced. And this is one of the very highlight in our career at UConn, that the curriculum committee accepted the establishment of the Arabic courses. I believe it was in 1974, 75 officially, and since then there's different levels of Arabic, and we kept teaching them, and then for a while, and then after that there was other instructors as well.
Another significant milestone was fostering international connections at UConn. Dr. Ali Antar was instrumental in promoting diverse students to study at UConn, like my grandfather, Dr. Rida Ammar.
I made connection and visitation to the Educational Council General of Egypt from Washington, D.C., Dr. Ahmed Azzam. He came to campus stores, and he met with all the faculty as well as the administration. We were successful in making an agreement, a cultural, educational agreement between the Egyptian cultural attaché and the University of Connecticut, and specifically in general for one particular university, because he was lean to push for this university, University of Zagazig. So we made an agreement between the UConn as well as the UConn Health Center and the University of Zagazig. And within few months, we found that there would be some Egyptian students, PhD candidate. They are in their respective universities in Egypt. It is in Cairo, Zagazig, Mansoura, and so forth. In this case, they arrived even up to within a year. It was maybe total 30 students who are working as a PhD students in their Egyptian university. And one of them, of course, the first batch was I believe were 7, including Dr. Rida Ammar and others as well. When they first arrived into UConn, they came in January, and it was a snowstorm, and they had my car. They had to go to Bradley Airfield to pick them up, and I was so surprised. They have a lot of huge luggages, so I had to fit all of this at the top of the roof with all of these, and came from Bradley in Windsor Locks to stores, and we arrived safely in that. And this is the first 7 interaction between as a result of this agreement. Islamic life, Islamic culture on campus has flourished since then.
The Muslim Student Association, MSA, was established with a growing number of Muslim students, setting the foundation for a strong faith community.
It was us that established the first Muslim Student Association. We had also to establish Arab culture students. So it was the Arab culture, including the all faith from the Arab world, but the MSA, it is primarily Muslims regardless of their nationality, and we had to work with those two together in this case. Of course, we were very important portion of the international students, and luckily we had international house, and Mrs. Vivian Putnam, she was director of the international house, and she was so kind to let us use the facilities of the international house for many of our activities, including the Friday, the prayer. My first experience with the International House, of course, as I told you, I came in 1970. In about a year or so, 1971, I believe, or 72 at the most, that the Muslim community in Hartford area and Greater Hartford, they did not have any place as a mosque for worship in that time, and they used to worship or study in part of the Harvard Seminary, and now this building, now it belongs to UConn Law School. So, and then they approached me, and then during the Eid celebration, the end of Ramadan, can we use the International House for the Eid prayer? So get the approval, and they agreed, and then so about maybe tens of people from Hartford, as well as our community from stores, they attended the Eid prayer, and this was the first Eid prayer in the International House at that time.
Not only did the International House play an important role in supporting the Islamic faith through Friday prayers and their Eid celebrations, but it also played a role in representing and creating awareness for different backgrounds.
As we developed, we had also international fair, which is presentation of different countries in one day, and present some tables and some posters, some food, sometimes some culture presentation and so forth. The MSA participated in that, the Arab Culture Club participated in that.
Generations of Muslim students have walked the halls of UConn, each leaving their mark on the campus community. Today, many of our students are second or even third generation Huskies. We're immensely proud of this legacy, and it's a testament to the enduring strength of our community. To Muslim students, past and present, here is some parting wisdom from Dr. Ali Antar.
We are lucky. We were primarily only graduate students. Now we have grown, so you have generations. So now many of our students are undergraduates. They are the second generation or the third generation. So we are proud of that, and this is very good. So my advice to any of the student, undergraduate or graduate, to be open for interaction with others, non-Muslim students, and be open. You don't compromise on your faith, but try to introduce your culture, your faith to others, and so forth, and be proud of your Islamic faith, Islamic culture, and Islamic identity. Don't be bashful and so forth. Don't give your nickname as a Mo for Muhammad or Mahmoud and all of that. So you be proud. It is very important that to work academically very well and succeed very well and do your best and interaction, and do activities as well as to show the Islamic faith, Islamic culture.